Hey guys, welcome to this video lecture series on the subject of polymer science and technology. I'm Harsh Panchal, Assistant Professor in Chemical Engineering Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Here in this session, we are going to discuss the first chapter of your subject, and that is Introduction to the Polymer Science. Well, in our introductory lecture, we have said that all the basic need of a human being is being derived from the polymer only. Well, the human civilization has been marked on the different ages. Well, initially we were in the Stone Age. Then we moved to the Bronze Age. Then we move to the iron or steel age, and now we are into the polymer age, where all the basic need of human is being derived from the polymers. Either if we talk about day-to-day use of the plastics, or if we discussed about the electronic gadget that we use in our day-to-day life. Either it can be mobile phone, laptop or the television. All are being derived from the polymer only. Then this tire industry or the rubber industry or the sunglasses all are being made up of the polymer only. Well, this polymer science is also very much helpful in the biological or medical field. The lenses that we are using are also being made up of the polymers. So we can say that the polymers are everywhere. So one natural question may arise that what is the material that is being made up of the polymer? Well, to answer this, all the polymers are being made up of the substance what we call as the monomer. So let me just define you what do we mean by the monomer. Well, the monomer is the classic Greek word where the mono means the single and mer means the unit. So monomer is the single unit of any molecules. Well, this monomer that can be reacted together or it can be reacted with another monomer or another molecule to form long chain of the polymers. Well, the monomer is the molecule that can be joined together or with another molecule to form a large polymer chain of three-dimensional structure. And this process is being called as polymerization process. So basically, this monomer are nothing but single molecule that can be joined together to produce polymers. Now, all the substance cannot be considered as the monomer. This is only those substance who has two or more than two active sites with them so that they can connect each other or join each other to produce large chain of the polymer. So all the molecule cannot behave as the monomer, but only those who has two or more bonding site can act as the monomer. So this is the main reason why molecules or the substance such as ammonia, water, ethanol cannot be considered as the monomer. While substances like alkanes, vinyl chloride, glucose, adipic acid, glycol can be considered as the monomer because they have two or more than two active sites so that they can connect each other and produce a large chain of the polymers. Now, here in this image, I have tried to explain you the concept behind monomer and polymer with the help of the Lego toys. So you can consider one single Lego toy as the monomer. We can join these Lego toys to produce three monomer polymer or the polymer with five monomers. Here are the different examples of the monomers such as styrene, then acrylonitrile or the ethyl acetate. are the example of the monomers. So now, having said that, let me just introduce with the different types of the monomers. Well, this monomer can be defined in two ways. One is the natural monomer and another one is the synthetic monomer. So as the name suggests, this natural monomer are derived from the nature and they are the building blocks for the all living organism in the planet Earth. So we can say that the natural monomer are the organic molecule that exist in nature and join together to form large biological molecule. These are molecules responsible for all the form of life on our planet. So as I have told you that these are the natural monomers that are being responsible for the life on our planet. The example for this natural monomer are DNA, RNA, different proteins and starch. Now let me just introduce you with the synthetic monomers. As you can see in the screen that synthetic monomer are being made up artificially by joining different molecules for the benefit of the mankind. Such monomers do not occur naturally in the planet. In fact, we artificially produce such monomers. The classic example of synthetic monomer are ethylene or the styrene. Well, these synthetic monomers are they reacted together to form large chain of molecule that is being used in the industries. So this was the small classification of natural and synthetic monomers. Now let me explain you what do we mean by natural monomers. Well, as we have said that the natural monomer are the building block for the all living organism in the planet Earth and they are mainly responsible for the life. As we have discussed earlier that this natural monomer join together and produce complex molecule of carbohydrates. Now here in this image you can see that these are the natural monomers such as glucose, cellulose, protein and glycols. Now, these natural monomers can be classified further in the four categories as monosaccharide, then amino acid, then nucleotides, and lastly we have fatty acid. So now let me just introduce you with the monosaccharides. Well, these are the monomer or the building block of the complex carbohydrates. Monosaccharide undergo chemical combination to form complex carbohydrate molecules such as starch, cellulose and glycols. So we can say that these are the sugar kind of the compound that we can consider as the monosaccharide. Well, let me just give you different properties of these monosaccharides. Well, these monosaccharides contains only one molecule of the sugar and they have 3 to 7 carbon atom as their base chain. Well, these monosaccharides generally are sweet in taste and they are completely soluble in the water. So I guess you are very much clear with the monosaccharide as the monomer. They are basically nothing but the sugar-like compounds. Now let me move to the second compound or the second type of the natural monomer and that is amino acid. These amino acid are the monomer or building block for the proteins that are present in the vegetable and in the human body. All the structural and functional protein in our body are made up of amino acid. So how we can define the amino acid? Well, you can write as the simplest molecule obtained after the complete hydrolysis of protein can be considered as the amino acid. So, amino acid are the monomer and protein is the polymer made up of this amino acid. All the amino acid are made up of the main group as the amino group, which is NH3, and they have carboxylic group as well, that is COOH. Well, this both the group are attached to the carbon that is called as alpha carbon, and one side of this alpha carbon is being connected with the series of the polymer chain. So here in this image you can clearly see the structure of the amino acid. Here on the left hand side you can see that amino group is being attached to the carbon, and on the right hand side carboxylic group, that is COOH, is being attached, and this carbon is known as the alpha carbon. Well, all the amino acid differ based on the carbon chain that is shown by the R that is attached to this alpha carbon. So all the amino acid are different from this chain. So this was all about the amino acids. Well, now let me introduce you with the last and third type of the monomer, that is in specifically natural monomer, that is nucleotides. Well, these nucleotides are basically building block for the nucleic acids such as DNA and RNA present in the all human beings. The entire genetic material of this organism is being made up of this monomer called as DNA and RNAs. These nucleotides can transfer or they carry information within it. Even they can transfer this information to the generation. So here in this image you can clearly see that the structure of RNA and DNA both can be considered as the monomer, and their chain can be considered as the polymers. As from the image you can see that the structure is very much complex than we have studied in the monosaccharide and in the amino acid. This is why the structure of these nucleotides is more complex than amino acid and monosaccharides. So I hope by now you are very much clear with the monomer and specifically natural monomers. Now in the next video we will discuss about the polymers. We will see you in the next video. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.